So you're looking to get your first watch from your Rolex AD, you do not know which watch to ask for, and you have no spend history. I'm going to help you get the watch from your AD. So the first watch that you need to be asking for from your Rolex AD is a Datejust. Now this can be either the 41mm or the 36 or the 31mm for your wife or girlfriend or your other half, because that again is a really good model to ask for. So the 41mm, it comes in many different dial variations, starting from the entry levels, which are black. You've got the blue, which can be the blue baton. You've got the Azuro blue, really nice dial. You've also got the rhodium dial, you've got the Wimbledon dial, then you've got the mint green, and you've also got the motif green and blue. So the one that you actually need to be asking for, that you've got a good chance of getting, is the blue dial baton. You want the blue dial Azuro, and you also want to ask for the rhodium. Them three, the Wimbledon you're probably not going to get offered, but them three are definitely ones that you should be able to get. If they offer you a black one, if you really like black, it's a yes from me, but I would recommend going for them other three, because they're the ones that are worth over premium from RRP, ones that you can actually buy and sell very quickly if you want to make a quick profit, because they are worth over list, and also ones that are really nice to look at on the wrist. The combination you need to be asking for is the fluted bezel with the Jubilee bracelet. Now that is the most sought after combination you can choose for that model. They also do it in the smooth bezel and in the oyster bracelet. Now again, a really nice combination, but one that obviously is slightly less for you to buy. Still worth a little bit over list depending on the dial combination, but also it's one that, you know, does appeal to somebody who wants more of a stealth watch. But if you're going for the smooth, I also recommend the Jubilee as a choice, because that particular one is a really nice looking watch. So the fluted Jubilee or the smooth Jubilee, that's my recommendations. And I'm going to show you one that we've got here. So they've got a smooth bezel, we've got the oyster bracelet, and it's got the stunning rhodium dial. Don't know if you guys can see that there. So rhodium mean colour grey. So RRP on this one now, the new release is around about 6,800, I'm going to say from memory. This one's just come into stock. This is brand new unworn. We're going to sell this for around about 8,250 to give you an idea. So that's the actual markup that we would charge on this particular watch. Again, absolutely stunning watch. I've also got a steel one here. Now this one is absolutely incredible. This is the stainless steel, fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet, Wimbledon dial. Now chances are you guys are not going to get this watch. You will maybe get the combination, but not this particular dial. If you can, amazing, honestly, congratulations. But if you can't, just go for the blue, the rhodium, or the Wimbledon. It's probably a bit out of reach. So yeah, stunning, stunning watch. Just look at the combination on that watch there. Absolutely stunning. RRP on that, I'm going to say somewhere around about late 8s, early 9s. This is just coming, it's brand new, it's unworn. We're going to advertise this for around 12k to give you an idea, so that helps you understand the actual markup in the grey market and what we actually charge. And I've got another one for you here, which you might actually get offered. Now, this used to carry a premium last year. This is the rose gold and steel, the Wimbledon dial again, obviously the really sought after one. This one comes with the oyster bracelet and the fluted bezel. Don't know if you can see it there. Stunning, stunning combination. To give you an idea, I think the RRP on this is about 12,450. We've got this marked up at 12,950. But this particular one here is actually for us to buy an underlist watch. And you can see just an overlist watch for us to buy. So that's what I've been saying for weeks on these steel and golds. Just be really careful of the combination that you choose. Yellow gold and steel slightly cheaper, and with silver slightly cheaper, but still overlist or roundabout list. But this particular one here, it is overlist and great value for money. And the rose gold on this is absolutely stunning. So I did speak in other videos about the 36 and 31mm range. That's definitely something you guys can ask for. So if you're looking to get your spend up, you're looking to get yourself up that list, you know, you want to buy a treat for your other half, definitely recommend the 31mm. Really hard to get, really sought after, really stunning watch. Definitely get the dial combinations that I've mentioned. So just a diamond dot dial or a nice light coloured dial, which the ladies like. Obviously, the other half will absolutely love it. It is worth slight premium. Whenever we get them in, we do sell them straight away. You know, they're really, really sought after and hard to get. But some ladies are going for the 36 as well, a unisex watch, which I've covered in other videos. So the 36 is for the smaller gentleman with a smaller wrist, or certainly for ladies as well. Again, depending on the dial combinations, you want to go in for the blues, the rhodiums, the Wimbledons, or even, you know, for the lady, they like the light colour dials, even like a white dial Roman numeral. That's a nice combination. You know, the pink dials in the 31. I think we've got one coming in this week, either tomorrow or the day after. We've got a pink baton, 31mm stainless steel, fluted bezel. Again, I think the RRP on that's around 6.8. We're going to mark that up probably around about the the 8 grand, somewhere around there to give you an idea, 8.5. So that tells you, how sought after that is. So yeah, definitely in the Datejust range, the 31mm, the 36 and the 41. And if you go in and ask for any of those three with the dial combination I've told you, you should have a really good chance of getting that watch within 6 months. So the next range I want to talk about is the professional range. Now the chances are for you guys out there wanting a sports professional watch, you are not going to get that as your first watch. You're going to find it extremely hard to walk in like pretty much everybody does when they first walk into their AD and say, can I have a Steel Daytona? Can I have a GMT? Can I have a Batman? Can I have a Starbucks? Can I have a Batgirl? All these sorts of watches, they will literally laugh you out the door and say, I'm sorry sir, the list is closed, or the list actually, you've got to get your spend up. Now that spend up can actually mean, they might actually spend some money on some diamond earrings, a diamond ring for your other half. They also might get you to buy another brand. Cover this in other videos like a Tudor, a Breitling, an Omega, depending on the actual boutique or the actual dealership. They might ask you to get many different things. Now you have to be really careful, because I had a client come in the other day and he's got some really nice Rolex watches. He's got the ones that he actually wanted, but they've made him buy lots of different watches that he didn't actually want to buy. One being a Ulysses, because that's like a really unusual brand. I don't know if you guys have seen it out there, but he knows, I think he paid about 8 grand for it. Now he knows he's going to lose a lot of money on that watch, but you just got to be really careful what you ask for. So when you're going to your ID, make sure you stick to Rolex watches. If you need to buy the odd diamond, do it within reason, as long as you actually want it and you're not going to, obviously overspend. But yeah, certainly when you get into the sports professional range and asking for these watches, it's not as easy as getting a Datejust. You are going to be asked to spend money on other brands. So just be careful, what actually you're taking to get the one that you want. So the Explorer, which I did mention, the Explorer 1, which is the 21470, and the Explorer 2, which is the 215570 from memory. Yeah, so the guy that normally buys the Explorer 36, and we actually had quite a few people requesting to buy this from us and also sell to us this week, is normally the guy, he's a bit under the radar, he's got smaller wrist, he wants something that people aren't going to really notice, and very simple, classic looking watch, and there's a market for that. That's definitely one, if you guys are looking for that type of watch, that's a really good one to choose. Then you're into the bigger one, the 42mm Explorer 2. I personally like this. A lot of you guys out there I know don't like this watch, but I personally like it in the polar dial. Again, nice size watch. I think list is around about 8 grandish, somewhere around there. We were selling them like 11, 12 grand last year. You can pick one of them brand new up now on the grey market from us for under 10 grand. Polar dial, probably just a little bit over 10 grand. But yeah, really good value for money. One you definitely got a good chance of getting. So if you're wanting something that, looks a bit more than, let's say, a Datejust range, a bit more of the sports professional, then certainly the Explorer 1 or the Explorer 2, you'll have a really good chance of getting that watch. Yeah, so there is another one, obviously, in the Explorer range, which is the 40mm. So one of the watches that you guys will definitely want to request, and there is a good chance that you might get it, depending on your relationship that you will build with your AD, is the stainless steel Submariner. So the stainless steel Submariner, at the minute, is our best seller in the date and the non-date. The new model is the 41mm. I've got two to show you here. So I'll grab the non-date first, which is here. So this is the 41mm non-date Submariner. Unbelievable classic looking watch. You guys certainly will be requesting this watch. To give you an idea, I think I mentioned last month's video, we've done 12 or 13 of these to our clients. We've actually sold another 3 or 4 this month already. I had one client call up the other day. He was like, do you have a waiting list for Submariners? And I'm like, no, but I do actually have 2 that's landed on my desk yesterday. With us being so busy, we had not a chance to put them on our website. He says, right, I'll be there in 45 minutes. 45 minutes, it turned up, it was here, and then 2 hours later, it was walking out the door with us. That tells you how popular these models are. And he actually bought the non-date. So yeah, I mean, super classic looking watch. We sell more non-dates now than we ever have done, because the non-date Submariner was always frowned upon. Everybody said, you must have the date, you must have the Cyclops. This is something that people actually requested. People are going this for like the super classic look now. Me personally, I've mentioned this in other videos, I would actually prefer this over a date. I think it's a cleaner looking watch. But again, I think market price on this, for us to sell this, we sold one yesterday, another one, that was a fully stickered one. That was 12 grand, that was fully stickered. Chances of you getting that, it's going to be harder, but there's nothing to say that you can't get one of those in 12 months if you build up the right relationship with your AD. Right, let's go to the next one, which is the Submariner date. So this is the same model, 41mm Submariner. You can see it's actually got the date on the Cyclops there. Definitely one that you guys need to be asking for. Like I said, you are going to struggle to actually get this straight away, but if you can get your hands on one of these, I've covered this in the videos, I bought this, the best all-around Rolex you can ever get, and we sell them to clients who they can be a 1-watch client, and they could have a 15 or 20-watch client. So, most clients will always have a Submariner in their collection, and I definitely recommend trying to get your hands on one of these. Like I said, build up the relationship, get yourself one of these and you will never, ever, ever look back. So one of the models in the Submariner range that I do want to talk about is the bluesy. So they do the bluesy in the steel and yellow gold. They also do it with the blue and they do it with the black. The reason I want to talk about the steel Submariner is because the chances are if you ask for that, you're going to be getting offered this watch. So this is the 41mm, latest model, bluesy as it's known. Blue ceramic bezel, it's got the blue dial, steel and yellow gold. RRP on this is around 13.1. That's definitely something, if you request any of the watches that I've mentioned earlier in this video, that you're going to get offered. They will definitely be offering you this watch in either this combination or the black. We don't stock the black very often because for us, we find it a slower seller. It's definitely an underlist watch for us to buy is the black one. The blue one's had a bit of a renaissance since I've done my last video, and we're actually proving harder to find for a brand new 2023 one. We've got a client that's been asking for the last 2 weeks to get one, and all of a sudden they have dried up. So if you do get one of those, definitely say yes. You know, if you want to flip it just to keep your spend up, I will personally buy that for list price. So I'll give you exactly what you paid for it. You will not make any money out of it, we'll get you spend up. So what I'm trying to explain to you in this video is you've got to understand the game that the Rolexes play. So you need to build a relationship. To do that, you need to spend money. In order to do that, they will make you jump through hoops, and what hoops you are willing to jump through is very important for you actually playing the game correctly. So your goal is actually to get the watch that you actually really want. That is impossible, as we all know, but in order for you to get the watch that you want, you're going to have to go through maybe some of these models that I've got here in my cabinet to get the one that you want. So hopefully, if you've took any information from this and it's been of help to you, then, you know, just put it in the comments below. But the whole point of this is to help you get the ones that you want. So if you get this one, it's a yes. If you get the black one, unless you really like it, it's a no.